Okay, blues people, I got a treat for you today. 5 lines, 5 blues bass lines with some very particular things baked into the line. And the first thing is range, learning to get around on your axe in more than one octave. You know, I know that you know the feeling of being locked into a position and you don't want to stay there. You want to push yourself to get outside. And so I've got some great 2-octave stuff in these lines. So that's the first thing. The second thing is chromatics, learning to come up to a chord tone, come up to a root, come up to a fifth or a third from below chromatically. Coming down to those chord tones from above chromatically puts a lot of interest into your lines. And in as much as you can use it, I mean, you find the stuff that you like, and to get that into your lines, you're going to have much more interesting bass lines. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And another thing is really on that same tack there is learning to use notes other than the root when you put your lines together. Learning that familiar sound when you come down on a third, when you come down on a fifth, right? When you come down on a seventh and walk up chromatically to the root or even farther. So putting range into your lines, working with chromatics, using multiple chord tones to drive your line, you're going to have a lot of interest in your line. So I hope you like that. So that line gets its little bit of a charm there because it's just a kind of a standard walk up, but then on both lines you go down right below the fret and just pull off to get the open string. And here, a little bit of nice intervallic thing that you don't see as much in blues, which is, you know, going G, B, up to E. So nice little twist. Yeah, and so another one of these wider intervals, very similar to the first one, but we're doing it with a slide on this time around. You know, nice. So normally you don't walk the box like that, but I like that. It's just, the thing about playing the box is you're not playing the third, and so it's a little more vague up front, and that has its own little bit of charm there. Nice chromatics. So that has some obvious nice stuff about it. You've got the chromatics on the start, and then you're doing a slide, and you're all the way up on top of the second octave. Check it out. So chromatic, got the kind of a Count Basie grip there. And then and really just a triad is all that is. One, you're sliding into the third, 5, chromatic, nice line. So an obvious line starting in the upper octave, but a little bit of a little move that you want to have in your bag. Just imagine, okay, so the octave here, the G7, right, the one chord. If you take any of the notes, either from the root or the second or the third, you can walk chromatically, and the chord tones, at least the mode tones, will be on the downbeat. A 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and then if you keep going, what you're doing is just, so when you work on these elements to put them into your lines, using range, getting outside of the octave, getting up 2 octaves, learning how to traverse the fingerboard, using chromaticism, chromaticism below, chromaticism from above, working the other chord tones to start that measure, you're going to be a very interesting player, and you're going to have a lot more fun. So I hope you like that lesson. So make sure you go over to the website, bass+lessons+with+kevin.com, and I've got a couple of smoking lessons you get if you sign up for the free section. And if you want, you can watch all of the course introduction videos, and there's a lot of material there in itself. So I hope you like that. I'll see you next time.